Howdy, everyone. This is Carla, and I want to welcome you to the Learn English by Speaking English show. New way of opening. I never used to say it before, and then all of a sudden it popped into my mouth, and I'm doing it. And I am here with my old and very, 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 very dear friend, Allie, today, who says he's only staying until I share out. Maybe I won't tell him when I finish. So happy to have him here.
Thank you.
And like always, we are sponsored by the Institute of Peace, which is an online organization promoting peace one conversation at a time. And in the past few days, I don't know, there's been very few conversations. I hear there's a problem in Pakistan with Pakistan and India and all those places with the internet right now. Maybe Allie can tell us a little about it. I know I'm forgetting something. I want to tell you guys, I'll share out. Let your friends know you're here, your family, your dogs, your cats, whoever. You never know who wants to watch. I have Krishna watching from behind me right now, and Bodhi is watching from right next to me. Oh, I guess Krishna doesn't think it's interesting. He just turned his back on me. So anyway, Allie, can you introduce yourself and I will begin the sharing out process. And I'm thrilled to have you here.
Thank you, Carla, for having me. Hello, everyone. This is Muhammad Ali from Islamabad. And as Carla said, this show is for practicing spoken English. So come and join us, share your thoughts. And while Carla is sharing out, once she's done, I'm going to ask her about her new venture, Mind Gym. So she just told me before we started the show that she has started a new brand of the show that is about starting or restarting the brain. Since yesterday, I'm also having this strange episode. I'll share some details in a minute. But Carla asked a question about internet. So there has been some problem in Pakistan. Slowly, it is getting better. The internet is a little bit slower in some places more than the others. In Islamabad, it's fine. I went to the university. It was fine there as well. Not as fast as before, but it works. So I'm live using that internet, so it's not stuttering. So I think it's fine. But in other places, it's not that fast. So maybe that is why people are not coming as much as they do. But Carla knows very well that she does not have to care about that. So people will come and go. She'll be here. And she has been here for how many? 2 years, right?
Over 2 years now. It's going on. It'll be 2.5 years in January, actually. And I'm not going anywhere. I just want to make sure there's someone for me to speak to, because if I don't have someone here to speak to, it's really hard to share out. Hey, Yasin. Hi, Fatima. Allie has 2 beautiful kids.
Thank you.
It's hard for me to do this because I don't like speaking to myself. So
nobody does.
Well, true. Some people are very good at it. They can just keep talking and talking and talking. I can only talk a certain amount, and then I need someone to talk to, or I don't do it very effectively.
Someday you can pretend Krishna to be one of your participants, and keep going.
Well, I've been doing that for the past few days, and I really don't like it. Yesterday I had grandma, but I'm working really hard to make sure that there's someone here when I go
Okay.
on because of it. It's
Mm.
really a bit, it's difficult. It,
Mhm.
anyway, Allie,
Mm. So yesterday, Facebook just showed popped up this memory thing. Uh, how many months ago? I don't know. It was you tagged me in one of the episodes of this show, and views were 7,000 plus. And I was like, nice. We had really good time back then, right? And recently, their views are actually growing. It was quite slow a year back or so, but it has been growing, and I'm really proud of you for that. So that's awesome.
I'm very proud of this show.
Mm.
I never know what to expect. And even
Mm.
if I have an idea in my mind of how I want it to go,
Mm.
it doesn't necessarily go the way I want it. But
Mm.
talking about brain gym, since you did ask, and it's a very important topic to me, let me ask you, who, where do you think happiness begins? Does it happen outside of you, or does it start inside of you? Is it an inside job or an outside job, depending on what, your pets, your food, your wife, your relationships? What do you think?
I think it is different for different people. Some people like to see others happy, and that gives them satisfaction. So that becomes external. Some people like to make themselves happy, so uh, like food and stuff like that becomes more important for happiness. So I think it's relative, as far as I understand. Depends.
Okay, but do you think that the happiness that becomes more within or more stable begins within, or does it begin outside of you?
I think it's within. Generally speaking, I think it's within, and uh, there are it's not that easy topic. It sounds easy and it sounds simple. It's not that simple. There are multiple variables, and those variables, even for siblings, are different. So I they we can make it try to make it simpler, but with so many things around us, the more you know, the more variables you add to the equation of happiness. So I've never tried this meditation and yoga thing. I don't know if this helps at all, but the thoughts are the source of happiness or lack of happiness. I mean, if
Why,
you can control them. Sorry.
why do you say that?
uh, the what I said, two three things, Carla. Which one?
Why do you say that thoughts control our happiness? Our thoughts change every second. They're
Yeah, and that. Mhm, mhm.
they're flowing constantly in in our mind.
Yeah, and that to for me, I don't even have to give you a philosophical answer. Yesterday night, I went to bed and I felt like I felt really peaceful. I said, okay, everything is fine, nice. And 5 6 minutes later, I started feeling this strange, feeling that the blood was kind of like boiling in my body. I did not know what was happening. Could not sleep the whole night, almost whole night, and woke up tired. And when I went to office, feeling was still there, not that much, but still there. And then I went to my wife was asking me, is there something bothering you? Is there? memory that is bothering you, or is there something going on in office or something like that? I did not know. And Carla, you have to either make me a co-host or bring Jamshaid in.
Okay, and I'm going to make you a co-host too.
Okay. So,
And I want to remind people, there are people out there watching the show. I saw that very, very quickly. Come and speak. You learn more by speaking than just listening. Yes, you'll learn, but come and speak or share it out to your family and friends, and they may want to come and speak. Okay, Allie, back to you. Keep on talking.
yeah, I'll just finish my thought, and then we go to our old friend Jamshaid. Okay. So I went to the doctor in the evening, and I told him this uneasy feeling that I was having. He checked my blood pressure and everything. He said, like it or not, or believe me or not, there is something going on in your head. Try to figure it out. And I was like, everything is fine. Nothing is bothering me. Nothing is bothering me. What are you talking about? But when I uh, thought about it, there was something that I have to do for my job. It is not really bothering me, but it is in my head, looping, that I have to write papers. I have to write papers. I have to write papers. It is a thought. So I'm telling you all this story because this thought is making me unhappy. Everything else is fine. Even that thought is not a really bad thought. It's a good thought. It's something that can make me progress in my academic career. And I can see that happening. It's not like I'm trying to do something and it's not happening. No, I can see it. I know I can do it. And I know that if I give some time, it will work out. But since it has been playing in my head, unconsciously it is bothering me. So that's why I said that I think one of the major factors behind happiness is your thoughts. So if you can somehow understand where things are coming from, maybe we can control it. That's my point of view.
Well, with what you're saying, we're talking about controlling thoughts. Do you really think, do you control the thoughts that go through your mind? Where do they come from?
From
We
our
should add
experiences.
Jamshaid to this. And Shoaib, we need to find out who you are, but you need to turn on your camera, my friend, please. And he disappeared. Hopefully he'll come back. Go on.
We have to unmute Jamshaid.
Oh, I did, I thought. Jamshaid.
Hi Carla, hi Ali. Assalamu alaikum,
Hi.
brother Ali. How are you?
Very good.
I just saw that you are online. Then I said, let's go. I should also come online and let's chit chat a little bit for somehow. And I think a topic which I understand it is about happiness, maybe.
Yeah.
It's just, is it really a topic, Carla? We just started talking. So, if you want to contribute, go ahead, Jamshaid.
Yeah.
Well, we started talking because I don't know if you know, I did my brain gym show before this show. And on Brain Gym, we were talking about learning to trust ourselves and learning to feel comfortable with that trust, which is not an easy thing to do. So when we came on, it's easier to talk about what is happiness than some of the things we were talking about on Brain Gym. So I was asking Allie, what is happiness and what makes him happy? And is it an inner feeling, or is it something, do we just get happy because we like the cat in the window, or our pets, like you have your bird? Or are we happy because there's something within us that makes us feel good about ourselves? Jamshaid?
I'm thinking, what should I say? Okay. Oh,
Don't
yeah.
talk.
Yeah, no, it remind me a lot of my memories, and therefore I am just, I was on that situation that I was thinking about happiness. In back 2015, I think I was very depressed from the situation, and I was also not very in a good condition mentally and physically both. But after that one, I just try to uh, make myself a little bit more in good condition. Then I started reading different books, also Western and also like our religious book. Most of them I studied about happiness, that what makes and what those maybe things or situation or feeling can make us happy. And there is always, I think, a situation that you may suffer from different condition, but the real uh, the real condition where we can make ourselves happy is just go through that same situation. For example, I read, I think somewhere in any book, that if you are going to swim against the water, flow of the water, you may suffer then. If there is flow of water is flowing, you should also flow to the direction of the water. Then it may help you to survive in any condition. And also there is a quotation of Rumi. It is in Persian. I remember that, if I can translate that in English. That the thing which we learn just give us the understanding that we have learned nothing. It is the quotation of Rumi, that whatsoever I have learned, it means that I learned that thing which I don't learn anything. uh, it is the saying of Rumi. Rumi is one of the, I think, poet as well, and he was one of the famous Persian, or maybe Persian, if I'm not wrong, poet. And it is one of its best quotation I ever just studied while I was in academic career. And the exact feeling is not what you think. Like, if we are just trying to make ourselves happy, it will not work. We should take all our community, all our neighbor, all our like brothers, sister, everyone, and flow into same direction in which we are moving. Like, if I'm, some people are just saying that if we have money, then we can just buy anything and we will be happy, like. And I found that there are there are in our community, there are many people who are very wealthy, and they don't happy from their life, even they are struggling mentally. And back, I think 2 months or 3 months before, one person who was very also, I think, wealthy, and he also suicide from the condition, mental condition. And the next person were saying to me that why he did that. Everything he can do, for example, he can travel, he can buy different materialistic things in this world, but why he did that? I just said that no, it doesn't require money. Money cannot solve the problem. There is there are two things. One is materialistic, one is like spiritual. And I believe in spirituality most of the time. And even though I don't have, if I don't have anything, and I'm suffering from specific circumstances, then I make my mind very calm and just pray to the God that, yeah, whatever you can do, it is better for me. Either I am surfing, it is also a condition for me to it is maybe a challenge for me to survive from that condition. And therefore those who are like whatsoever religion they can believe, maybe Christianity, maybe Islam, maybe Hinduism, any religion, they the most happy people are those who can believe on their own religion. I would say that, because the spirituality help most of the time, most of the time for the happiness. And I also strongly believe on that specific part of the religion. And I don't know if it could help anyone else, but it most of the time it helped me in different situation.
Can you define spirituality for us, Jamshaid?
Yeah, Carla, for example, I don't for example, for one day I don't have food to eat. Either I cannot afford to eat the food. Okay, then what should I do? Should I just make myself very like in hard condition, like I don't have food, then I go to kill someone, or I go to rope something? No, I don't do that thing. I will just one condition is here, like what any difficulties which come in anyone or in any person, then he should wait for the time to resolve the issue. And like I gave example of the food, if we don't eat one day, if we don't get to eat food, then what should we do? Either we feel unhappy, or we should pray to the God, and spiritually, our inner self, we should make ourselves happy. And yesterday, I was going with my mother on uh, motorbike, and in between my
Who was driving the motorbike? I just had
me.
to.
Yeah, of course, me, Carla.
Just making sure. Go
Yeah,
on.
and I was riding. My mom was behind my bike. Since I don't like to drive like a car. We can afford car, but I like bike the most. And my mother also sat in on the bike, and we travel anywhere. Okay, yesterday we were traveling, and in middle it get like puncture my tire of my motorcycle. Then I just send my mother on the taxi, and I took the motorcycle to the like mechanic. And nearly I waited for 1 hour, and in between I was just my mind was just moving, like what happened, what should I do, like I was very unhappy on that situation. Suddenly I just smiled, and I feel like happy, and I said, if I change that condition, like I'm just excusing why it should happen and why it happened with me, I just change the condition, and I watch everyone on the road that they are moving. I said, one of the happiest person is me, that I'm sitting here. I don't know what people are thinking and moving, like in what problem they are moving. That it makes me a little more confident that that time also passed, that I I I did not uh, uh, just 1 hour was less, moved very fast, and I took my motorbike and went to the place where my mother was there. Then like we can change everything with our mental condition, but it requires like Robin, I think it is the book of 15 second 50, countdown, I think 5 minute, I think it is a book that the Robin is written on that book. If you are in heart condition, just say 5 4 3 2 1 and just change your mind to the other situation. Like if I'm in bad situation, my mind is moving on that same situation. What should I do? 5 4 3 2 1 0. Okay, let's move to the bazaar and let's go for the shopping. And it's changed the situation, also the feeling which I'm suffering from the previous situation which I was into it. And I think that is one of the best idea. And the one thing I also read a book. The one thing, it is also a spiritual book, and it is written by Christianity. I think the author is Christian. Then the Christianity spiritual was written over there, and the same set of the mindset is there. Like if we are going to change our mind towards religion most of the time, like God or like any religion, could be anything. Okay, then we can feel much more better. And I think China is also practicing that same concept on the maybe on different yoga situation which Western Union has adopted right now. And we are also doing same thing, like we are praying 5 times, and 5 times we are doing salah means we are praying, and that praying is diverging our mindset towards God and just disconnecting human beings towards this world. Like we have this world and the next world.
What a great idea. Ali G just said the name of the book is 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma. Someone should put that in the chat on Facebook, because Robin Sharma does have a way to be very motivating. Or I could even start here when you come to the show, 5 4 3 2 1, smile. And if you don't smile, you get kicked out. But the whole idea is for people to realize that when they smile, they literally are changing their brain chemistry.
Yeah.
And it's becoming very positive. So smiling is what you said is very important. I like that. 5 4 3 2 1, smile. Ali. Maria, where's your smile?
One more concept is here I want to share, Carla.
Remember, there's other people, but I want to hear your concept too.
Yeah, short concept. That was like I was like suffering from depression. Then I was watching one movie that was for, I think, what was the name of movie? I don't recall that one. Okay, let me just share the concept. Maybe in between I can recall the name of the movie. It is like if I'm happy, I can just send different frequency from my mindset is moving different frequency, like negative frequency or positive frequency. If I'm happy, I can just emit positive frequency. And if I'm unhappy, like I'm in a very bad condition, then I can emit different negative frequency. Now, if you are smiling, Kala, you are just getting everyone in that frequency, and we will all just like there is interference between those frequencies, and we will also like be happy. And that is the simple concept. Is I was moving in bazaar, and I saw, I just make myself like, okay, let's see who is sick today. Then whenever I see any person, I say, oh, I think he is in that bad condition. Maybe he is like in this condition, in this. And when I change my condition, like, let's see who is happy, then I found everyone is happy, like in that same situation, because the same frequency moves, and we can just cover everyone on that frequency. I don't know if it is a foolish concept or not, but I make experiment on different on different environment or circumstances.
Okay. Jamshaid is an very old participant of the show, and he is talking a lot, but I'm so happy to see him today, and I hope he comes back more often. But to add this on, I don't know if people have been following me, but every night, my time night, probably morning your time, I'm doing the mindset journey. And the reason that I started at Jamshaid was that I felt I needed to change my mindset in order to get myself to where I could be a little more productive financially. I'll be honest, financially than I am. And I started doing it. And one thing that I realized yesterday is that being happy or feeling that joy is something that is not outside of ourselves, but it's within ourselves. And contacting it, I mean, I've been meditating for many years, but contacting it and being more aware of it has changed me. Since we have other people, Jamshaid, we got to move on, but I want you to stay around. And I'm so happy we do have more people, because I was beginning to wonder for a tiny bit. So, oh, Iqbal is here. Iqbal, come to the show. He's one of my very first participants. I don't know if he'll come, but I'm hoping he will. He works with Rayhan. Anyway, I'm getting very excited about this conversation, really, because it's our mindset. We can either have a mindset that says, no, you can't make money and you're never going to do it, or yes, I can do this. You know, I often say to everyone who comes, do not tell me you cannot speak English. That's a bunch of bunk. You can speak English. And it's just our mindset in our minds that say we cannot do something. Yes, Allie.
Just one final thought, then I have to go. Okay, I think we have to differentiate between making ourselves happy and making ourselves work. You know, sometimes we procrastinate. Sometimes we do not believe in ourselves, and we make ourselves work. That is not being happy. You know, that there is a difference between them. So if somebody is saying, for example, that if you press that button, you'll be happy, I don't believe that. Okay? So if somebody is saying that if you cannot work, if you feel like you do not have energy to work, then do some exercises, distract yourself, then I believe it. And it happens with me as well. Sometimes I have to write a paper. I cannot find motivation to do it, but I force myself to do it, and eventually I get out of it. But I'm not happy doing that. So there is a difference between the two. I think that is important to mention. And Carla, I have to go. Okay.
I know, but you got here. I want you here more often, even if it's only for 10 or 15 minutes. You gotta come. Tell Mahmoud the same. Actually, he's hearing me say it now. He's watching. But you guys need to stop by, even if it's only 5 minutes. You are terribly missed by me,
Thank
just
you.
so you know.
Thank you, Mama. I'll
You
try.
are more than welcome. And I
Okay.
know you gotta go, so. Okay, Allie, hopefully we'll be back soon. You know, the word motivational speaker, and I'm going to say this quickly and then I'll move on. Maria, I'm not forgetting you. I will get to you, okay? But I don't see you smiling, my friend. Um, motivational speaker isn't really what it's about. It's about connecting with people and making that connection work so you can grow both spiritually and in all aspects of life. And there are some people who are considered motivational speakers, and I may listen for 5 or 10 minutes and then wonder, why am I listening to this person? And there are other people that I can listen to and I would say, never shut up. I want you to keep on going. So, Allie, I see what you're saying, but you also have to realize it's in your mind, whether you're happy or sad. You create that within yourself. And everyone has a choice to either choose to be happy or choose to be sad. You make that choice every moment. I'm not saying either way is wrong, but I'm saying it's a choice that we make in our minds, and then it flows through our body. And since I am talking to you about this, talking about this particular topic, I'm going to unmute you. Maria, don't go anywhere, and I hope you saw the message I sent to you about tomorrow, hopefully. She's smiling. Good. You may now, first of all, introduce yourself, Allie.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Adiji. I work in agriculture and I live in Karachi, Pakistan. I am the old participant here, but I came back after a very long time because I told you, Carla, my job timing is changed. Because of that, I can't join the show, but I watch every time if I got the opportunity. So then sometime I use my YouTube and Facebook for whatever my passion is. I post there. I make a storyteller. I got a word. I'm a storyteller, so I make video on storytelling.
Okay. And what kind of stories do you tell?
Well, there are three kind of.
Before you go, a thought entered my mind about what I was speaking about. Remember, whatever you do or whatever you say is the story that you put in your mind. So you can either put a story in your mind that helps you move forward every day, or you can put a story in your mind that, oh, why am I here? And you are the one who makes that decision for yourself. No one else does. No matter what's happening in the world, you make that story become a reality. Okay, go on. Sorry, I had to say it before I lost it.
Yeah, I shared three kind of story. One of that I love watching cricket, so share cricket stories and what of the situation going on cricket. And second thing, I share book stories, which I love to read. And thirdly, whatever the experience going on around me, I share it there. Recently, I got an opportunity. I'd like to thank you, that because of that, I speak to around 9 to 10 people were sitting there. I recorded a video which I uploaded today. I talk about how I got a self-confident, and they got opportunity to speak, and even I blueprint my story how I got in. I uploaded on YouTube also. So it was very nice. I feel very comfortable after that speech and sharing the experience. Well, sometimes I feel that having a website conversation quite easy because you're not seeing people in front of you. You're not shaking hand with them, but once they are closer to you, you get nervous and you get fear. But I ask one question to myself: what if I got failed that speech? Are they gonna kill me? Uh, Even if I got not good words to speak, are they gonna reject me? I asked two questions for myself. I said, even though they don't put me on the jail if I do wrong. So then that gave me a very positive faith. I speak to them. It was went very good, and they were appreciated. I told them I'm doing the first time. They were like shocked. They were saying, "No, you have done so many times." So I said I have uploaded, but never did it in front of the people in real. So that was a great last week I had, which is because of that show. I really appreciate Carla whatever you did for us. So because of that show, I got a confidence to speak about my self-confidence.
And that's the point of this show, to give you that confidence. That's why I keep on saying, guys, go live and send me the videos, although someone did send me a few and I haven't had a chance to look at them recently. But that's the purpose. It's not for me. You're doing it for you. And if you, that's why I took off the challenge that you need to do it by a certain date, because you need to feel comfortable doing it and you need to want to do it. It can't be because I told you to do it. And you obviously you and I were having all kinds of difficulty about it. But, I learned from you because of that. I was being a little rough and it wasn't a good idea. See, you can smile now again.
Yes, you are a peacemaker and you make people happy. That's why I've said if you being rough and if you talk angrily, people say something, she's not at real in some time. So as Rian Allah Wala said, he said, I never get angry. I was shocked first time I said, when he said that I never get angry. So although it's been watching his video for since 1 year, I never seen him angry. So that's very appreciated that someone said I'd never get happy, and you seeing then that since a 1 year he's not being happy, he's not being angry at all. So that's very cool. I would say Zindabad, Riyan Allah Wala, Zindabad.
You should send him a message telling him that.
Yeah, he was here in Karachi a few days back, but because of my job, I thought I will go, but he was busy in some conference.
Yeah, he'll be coming back to Karachi. I'm not sure when, and I'm
Uh,
sure he'll have a meet up again when he's there.
yeah, inshallah.
But back to you and your happiness or lack of happiness. It's okay to be angry. and it's okay to feel sad, but you don't need to stay there. You know, if you stay sad, and I know this from my own experience, it paralyzes me. Paralyzing, it stops me from working. It stops me from doing what I need to do in order to be productive. So, okay, something happened. The event happened, and I got sad. But in order to go forth, I need to change my mindset. And by changing my mindset to a more relaxed one, putting a smile on my face, I can move forward. And that's what I'm suggesting for people. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, of course, I can understand human beings have moods, different moods. They have angry mood, they have sad moods, and they are happy moods too. So, as you said, that keeping in angry every time it's bad, but keeping in every time happy, it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. So we should keep good things with us, and we should always spread something good to others. I had experience in my life. Whenever I'm stuck in something, I remember I helped someone, and it did come, but in a different way. Maybe sometime we expected, if I helping my brother Jamshaid, and tomorrow I want to help for him, he's quite busy, so I got sad. But maybe some of my friend Moksha and Barira came that time and helped me. So it's kind of world has designed this way that if you do something good for someone, you never expect for same thing for the same person. You might gonna get for the somewhere else. That's what is spiritual and faith is all about. You have to trust
Right.
in your God, your Allah, whatever your belief is. Your Allah is the best planner. Whatever you do something good, He knows how and when you need it. So He will give you, and be a gratitude and be patient. So in your life, you will get everything you want.
And life is full of ups and downs. And sometimes when you go down, there's some good in it too. Just let's say you wanted a friend to come visit you, and for some reason that friend couldn't come. It doesn't matter. But maybe at the same time, someone else comes and they bring you something to eat. So, you know, we may not like that something didn't happen, but at the same time, on the other side of that not happening, there's something good that happened, that needed to happen for that to happen. Does that make sense? Am I being clear? It's
Yeah,
like good and
absolutely.
bad
You
go
are
together. They complement each other. For every good thing that happens, there's something negative that happens. But it depends. Do you want to be stuck in the negative, or do you want to be stuck in the good, or do you want to be somewhere in the middle and just seeing it for what it is and continuing to move forward? Answer? If you don't answer, I'm going to
yeah.
ask Maria the same question.
There's
I'm not
something.
beating you up, Shar. What did
There's
you?
something I read. Sorry, there's an internet interruption. Are you
Did
hear
you?
me?
Yeah. Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, I was saying that I read a few months ago. There is a book of Rumi. It described like that. Aleph Shafak described like that, that our life is example of the heartbeat. I don't know how to say in medical terms. When you see heartbeat, it's like moving like ups and downs. When people are alive, it goes ups and downs. When people have died, it goes straight line. If you think your life is go to straight line, it means you are died. If you accept that the heartbeat is go up and down, so you should accept that your life should be the ups and down in every year, every time, every month, every day, every moment. So that's what our heart gives the example for our life, to be a person who never think about straight thing. He always think about life goes ups and down.
Right. You need to accept those ups and downs.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
mean, at this show, believe me, there's many ups and downs every day. You don't know they're happening, but I know. And it's okay. It's part of what life is about. I'd like to hear do you mind if I go on to Maria and see what she has to say about this after she introduces herself? Or do you have something else to say, Allie?
Sure, sure. I want to listen more people also.
Yeah. Thank you, Allie. Maria has been in Mecca. First of all, Maria, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Maria Ali and I'm from Karachi, Pakistan. I go live from children those can't read but they can learn by speaking English. And so today I am in Carla show and others are in here from Rihanna Lawal's page and I am enjoying and listening the show. So let's do it.
What did you learn from the show today, Maria?
I learned that everyone should responsibly first reply to others.
Can I just stop you for one? Where did she go? She'll be back. But while she's gone, and hopefully she'll be back any moment, I want to ask people, please share this out and let your friends and family know about this. And realize that this show is for you to learn to speak English, but also for you to smile and be happier more. There is someone else who's having trouble coming live, and I can't quite figure out what the problem is. Can you please let me know in the chat, Shamila? Because if it has to do with your internet connection, I can do nothing about it. But I may be able to give you some direction if it's not your internet connection. And if you don't make it today, you can come tomorrow. I'm going to be here. I'm not going anywhere. Okay, Mubshar, please introduce yourself while we wait for Maria to come back.
Yes, hello everyone. How are you? My name is Mubashir Hussain. I live in Lahore. My profession is teaching, and I have the degrees of masters and Arabic. And nowadays, I am delivering lecture in colleges. And last week, um I went online 3 to 4 times. As I I told you, I visited.
There's at
Uh,
3 videos from you, and I know they're there. I just have not had an opportunity to look at them. I keep on saying I gotta get back to them. I am
yes.
so sorry. I will. I'm.
Uh, yeah, actually, I visited Kyoda salt mine, the largest salt mine of Pakistan and the second largest salt mine of the world. And Kallar Kahar Lake, and the third, uh, uh, Katas Raj Temple, the temple of Hindu, it may be Katasra temple, and in Kyoda salt mine, in the mine, there is no connection, net connection. That's why I recorded offline video about 20 minutes, and it has the length of 1 GB that it couldn't send to you, and I uploaded it on my Facebook timeline, and I tried to compress to 25 MB, but it didn't possible for me to compress 25 MB. That's why I couldn't it sent to you, but I uploaded on my Facebook timeline, and in coming days I try to send it that video, and coming days I hope I'll do it again.
Let me ask you, how do you feel after you finish these videos you're making?
Every time I feel confidence, and I feel that I am learning day by day, and I am improving day by day, and that's it.
So you find it helping you grow.
Yes, definitely, sure.
And has it been, so it's been a good thing for you to do, but you're doing it because you wanted to do it, correct?
Yes, and making videos has made me famous on Facebook. Before
Really?
that, my friends and family friends and others, they don't know me that I am using Facebook. But when I uploaded Facebook, every one of them told me, Bashir, you often go online and you uploaded the videos, and I watched the video, and I didn't watch that place, and you make me watch us, etc., etc.
So you're glad you did it now.
Yes.
See, I bet Ali G would be happy if he did it, but he's, you need, I'm sorry, Ali G, that wasn't fair of me. But people need to do it because they want to do it and they're ready to do it. You could take it into your school. You would need to ask before you go live at school, and go live with your kids a little. Talk to them about what you're doing and see what happens. I love what Maria does. She reads storybooks to children. What a creative and good thing that she does on a regular basis. And we have Umar and Amar here. And they need to open up their camera. So, talking about happiness, what do you want to say? It's Dad, not the kids. Good. Rayhan Ali, I think that's a good idea today. Okay, I'm going to change your name though. Go on. What about happiness?
Happiness, I think if you stay positive, that things will happen positively. And when you feel negative and when you don't feel positive for somebody, the things will not happen positively. And it depends upon you. And if you are sincere to someone and if you feel good for someone, the happiness lies between us and happiness comes to us.
Good. But let me ask you a question and then we need to go back to Maria. I feel badly about that. Do you think happiness is an inside job, meaning it comes from within, or does it come because you love your dog or you love the food you're eating or you got a car that you always wanted to have? What is happiness to you?
Sorry, I couldn't catch you. Can you repeat it? Yeah.
What is happiness? Do you become happy because you get a new car or you have this fancy house? Or are you happy because you're feeling peaceful from inside?
Uh, Whatever you like, and
No,
whatever.
I'm asking you, not whatever I like.
I am talking about myself. Whatever I like, yeah, whatever I like, and what I did that thing, and when I got that thing, it definitely make me happy.
But is that happiness lasting or is it just for a short period of time?
Um, it depends upon the things or matter, what type of matter or thing I got, and if it's a temporary thing, the happiness lasts for being, and it's important matter or other thing, the happiness maybe lasts forever. For example, if I want to visit Makkah or Medina, the sacred place in the world, and when I uh, go there, my happiness lasts forever.
Okay.
Yes.
You know, there's no right or wrong answer to this question. And the answer will change from day to day.
Yeah, it may be.
Or even moment to moment.
Yes. Sometimes we are happy and the next time we are sad. Life has ups and downs, and life is not a bed of roses, or life is a bed of thorns.
Right.
It had. Yes.
That's a good explanation. Maria, what's happening with your camera? Can you please fix it? I keep on asking you to. Oh, there you are. Can I move to Maria now?
Yes, yes, sure. Go
Thank
on.
you. Maria. So what makes you happy, Maria?
If something makes me happy, just like I travel in the world and I choose to stay there, and that makes me happy.
Can you say that again? I missed part of it.
When I travel the world and I like to stay there forever. That's make me happy.
Okay. How did you feel when you went to Mecca?
It feels just like I am in Pakistan and I'm very happy.
What was your favorite part of your
Sorry?
What was your favorite part of the trip?
My favorite part is that we go to Masjid Quba.
What is that?
It's that we pray our namaz. We pray our
You're
salah.
breaking up. Say that again.
We pray our salah.
Say it again because your voice is coming and going.
We pray salah.
Oh, it's when you're praying in. Oh. Now, is there a big mosque where everyone goes to pray when you go to Mecca?
Yeah.
And what was that like?
It was like that we are in a beautiful home.
Was that where you walked around?
No, it isn't. Oh yeah, there.
Okay, who was the woman in the pictures who was not wearing hijab?
We all in Makkah, the people who go in God's house, the woman goes to God. Do not,
Okay. You're breaking up, so it's really hard to understand what you're saying, unfortunately.
I'm trying.
I know, it's not your fault. Okay, let's say hello to Rehan Ali. How are you?
Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon, and assalamu alaikum, my brothers. How are you? I'm
Don't call
fine.
me, ma'am. I'm Carla.
Miss Carla. Good afternoon, and assalamu alaikum, my Muslim brothers. And I am Rehan. Fine, alhamdulillah. Everything is okay. Life is very smooth as a routine.
Okay, and what's new with you today? Oh, we're talking about happiness, but you have not introduced yourself yet.
I will introduce myself first.
Yeah,
or I
you
will
need
talk
to
about
do
happiness.
that first.
Because I am living in the Saudi Arabia, Riyadh, capital city in Riyadh. This is very populated city, capital city as well of Saudi Arabia. I am living here approximate of 16 years, already finished here. I am engineer here. I am working as a MAP engineer, as a coordinator, the supervisor of the engineers. Is my, you say the team leader of engineers right now. So I mostly my work with the related with the constructions, the HVAC system, heating ventilation system, plumbing system, and firefighting systems. So that's my introduction.
Okay. Now we've been talking about happiness today. Do you think happiness is an inside job or an outside job?
As far as concerned to the happiness, for me, health is wealth. If you have good health and your family is very good, proper, no illness or no nothing else is going smoothly. So this is time for opinion. For example, I'm happy right now because I am healthy, my children is healthy, my wife is healthy. Alhamdulillah, everything is smoothly is going on. This is my happiness. I am happy. If my children is seasonal illness, so ill and sick, little bit, this is a problem for me, and I will be not happy. So the health is wealth. I am saying like that. So this is the things.
Very nice. And how do you create happiness for yourself? If
How
you're
I will
not,
create happiness.
if
So
you're not,
basically,
go on.
yes, you are not what you are asking. Sorry,
If
I
answer the question as you know it to be. I don't want to interrupt you again.
okay. So how I have to manage the happiness? So basically, happiness because basically I need to plan to my family. For example, the next week what I have to do. So what is for example, my children is going to schools. So what is the syllabus? What is the what he will learn in next week, coming weeks. So I have to take care about the syllabus and whatever the tasks he will be done in schools. And as per routines, I will pray 5 times. Try to pray because I'm not praying 5 times, 1 or 2 times. I will try to pray 5 times and recite the Quran. And I'm healthy, feel healthy. So we have to plan the healthy plan as well. What we want to eat. The whole weeks. For example, no, I will not go with the junk foods. So I have to manage to the healthy foods. So at this rate we will be well. And so we feel happiness inside from.
Now, your boys love going to McDonald's. That is not healthy food.
Yes, surely this is very I think once a month he going for McDonald. Once a month or say 15 days. We are not going to the daily McDonald's like that.
Good.
But this is the time of the growth of the childrens as well, ma'am. So Mrs. Carla, sorry, Miss Carla. So this is very one is the 8 year, one is the 11 year, and one the smallest is the 3 years. Sorry, 2 years. So this is grow time. So even they will be take the junk food. So my side, this is for example, if I will go with the healthy foods with my childrens, I will say eat the vegetables, eat the fruits. So he will not eat. Or maybe he will be get the problem for me. He will be sick. So if we will be go, for example, nuggets or burgers, even we will making a burgers at home for him. So because if we will be, if we will be say you have to eat the fruits or this, he will eat very little, very little. So that's why as per the age, this is not a problem, I think. So when he is 16 or growth is complete, so then we will be go with the healthy food plans. For example, me and my wife is very conscious right now because for health, because so especially in Saudi Arabia, so this is the region of the weight gainer. If you want to see any came from the Saudi, my friend is here in Pakistan, so who is coming back from the Saudi is very very fatty. So we are trying to reduce our fat, or we are now near about the 40 years. So this is very we are very conscious about my health and blood pressure and sugars. We don't have any disease right now. We have very conscious in near the future because we are middle class, sorry, middle age. So we have to take care about that food or like that. So as far as children, this is a not big deal. And McDonald is going to the months of 15 days. And but we are giving here are some burgers at home as well. We give what's happening with you?
Oh, the dog just shook and he
Uh,
startled me because I had my hand right above him and his ears just moved and I was like, what's going on? I'm fine.
Yes, yes. So that's the things, Miss Carla. We have to do like that.
Very good. Does anyone else, I need to end the show very soon, but does anyone else want to add to the conversation now? I have everyone on mute. Well, Mubshow just left. Do you want to say anything else, Jamshaid?
No, Carla, then all right, you can just finish the program.
Yeah, the program is over an hour now, and I have to run an errand before I have something else to do, so I need to close on time. Are you sure there's nothing else you want to say, guys, before I go into my closing mode?
Yes, I would like to ask Miss Carla one question. In
Okay.
Sunday, last Sunday, approximately in 3 Sundays, my son is coming to your class. So you are two teachers, maybe Miss Carla and one more teacher with you.
Right.
What her name?
Her name is Pamela.
Am I? She is your daughter or who? She is your daughter
No.
or your friend?
A friend, I met her. Rayhan Alawala introduced us. And I
She is
just
coming on
needed
Sunday?
someone to help me with the show, and I asked her to come because
Okay,
Jamshaid didn't want to come anymore for a while.
okay. So she is coming only Sunday or?
She comes, well, she won't be there next Sunday. She does come on Wednesdays. It depends. She isn't always here. She enjoys the show, though.
Yes. Welcome.
And I'm actually the host of the show, so there's no choice. I have to be here.
Okay.
Any other questions? Okay, with that, we're actually over time right now. I want to thank everyone who watched the show today, everyone who came and spoke, including Baria, Mufshar, Ali G, Rayhan Ali,
Thank you.
Jamshade, and my alley boy who came and visited. It was a fun show. Thank you guys for coming. Remember, I am on Brain Gym for a few minutes before the show to kind of get our brains moving. Feel free to join us. It's a different link than this one. You're more than welcome to join. And we're going to wave goodbye. I'll be back at 9:30 p.m. tomorrow, Pakistan time, 11:30 a.m. New York time because of the change in time, which means I need to get up a little earlier. Not happy about it, but I'll do it. And we will see you tomorrow, and we're going to go out laughing.